Hey everyone, this is discjunkietv, and today I'm finally back to show you Wally, the collector's tin from Brazil. This is a release which was sent to me as a gift. It was part of a swap deal I did with SamanthaVlassis here on YouTube. We got a collector's tin. It's a limited edition and it's only presented in Brazil. I haven't seen this anywhere else. I love the printing on this. The colors are, very vibrant. It's all in a glossy print. There's no embossing here though. I mean, you would sort of imagine that this would be embossed or that some details would be embossed, but it's just a flat printing. You do have a slight embossing on the edge, sort of going around here. That's sort of a bit lower, and then you got like a raised front, so just hold it to the side and you can sort of see what I'm talking about. You can just check the side here, the top part and the other side. And then we can check out the back once again. Yeah, the printing on this is, really good coloring. So I really like this. It's not a metallic looking color, it's just a very clear image, and yeah, very nicely done. This is a region 4 release, by the way. In case you don't know what region code Brazil is, it's region 4, same as Australia. And well, I'm just gonna open this up. We got the lid, and the lid is loose, there's no hinges. And here you can see the interior. I notice there's a lot of odd lines here. I don't know why. It looks a bit weird. Not really, I mean, they're not scratches or anything. Just sort of odd lines on the tin, I guess. Yeah, whatever, doesn't really matter. Now here is a sticker which was presented on the outside of the box when it was still sealed. So you got DVD, and then you got Camiseta Exclusiva, which is exclusive t-shirt. And as you can tell here, it's also printed as limited. That's the Portuguese word for limited, just in case you didn't know. And then move on, we got the t-shirt. It is quite resealable, so I am actually going to open this just so you can see what it looks like. So here we go. Now this is a medium-sized shirt, but I gotta say, it's like the smallest medium-sized shirt I've ever seen. And I mean, it's big because I can't fit it all in frame, but it's, for a medium-sized shirt, it's very small. I don't think I'll be able to wear this without looking like a fat prostitute or something. But anyway, it's a very nice print. Got a very thick sort of, printing on it. Still, being a collector, I wasn't never planning on wearing this because I never really wear the t-shirts I get in my box sets. Next up, we got the last part in the sort of review, which is the standard Wally edition from Brazil, or at least I imagine this is the standard one. Now, there are a lot of releases of Wally in different countries, and most of them sort of have the same type of case, which is very similar to this. However, this is a single disc release, and I'm pretty sure that most other countries have a 2-disc release. First up, we got a very sort of shimmery, sort of rainbowish quality to the cover, as you can tell. It sort of sparkles and looks very rainbowy. So you got a very heavy embossing on sort of the whole Wally character, a lot of small intricate details, as you can tell, as well as embossing for the other characters, and some slight embossing for the logo. We got the same back cover as the collectible tin case, or, well, at least the same style, even if it's not 100% identical. It's pretty much, it's quite similar. It's somewhere in between matte and glossy. Some of the details are glossy, some are matte, some are sort of metallic in between. So it's a bit hard to describe, but it's a very multi-layer effect and looks really cool. And the way this works is that you pull this out, and so far this is all cardboard. And most people would probably describe this as a digipack, because, people don't really know. But it's not a digipack, because this release doesn't have a plastic part in it. It doesn't have a digitray, there's no hub. So it can't really be defined as a digipack because it lacks, it lacks the essential parts of a digipack. It's just a cardboard case. And this was pretty much released like back in the day when environment was the big craze. I mean, it still is, but there was a sort of part in time when the DVD companies sort of started releasing these old cardboard cases that didn't have plastic in them, and it really affected the quality. So just, if I open this up, I mean, here you got sort of like it's just a cardboard pull-out, but it stops here. You can't pull it out like a loose part. It's actually locked in there some way, and then you just got the disc sitting in like a slit here. can tell, it just goes in like that and there it stops. So, I mean, it holds the disc quite well in this release. So, yeah, most of the times these didn't really work, but on this particular case, I think it does. Because when you close it, you got like a small flap here, which sort of, folds over the disc, kind of holding it in place. And the cutout in the cardboard sort of makes it, keeps it from flapping around, falling out. And we can just check the back side there, what sort of pulls out. Like I mentioned, in most other countries there were two discs, and then you had like the same structure, but it pulled out from both sides. But the biggest problem with the all cardboard cases is that without the Digitray inside, the case becomes incredibly brittle. If, like in most scenarios, the DVD edition was sold on its own, just with this case, then, the packaging and handling, sort of like at warehouses and stuff, would just mean that most of these cases ended up squished, flattened, creased, because there's just no support. If I put this like in a standard jiffy bag and sent it to, I don't know, sent it within Sweden to my next door neighbor and stuff, it will probably end up, getting very squished on the way, just because there's no support for it. But in this case, you do have it in a collectible tin box, and you got like t-shirt, which gives it a bit of padding inside. So with this great case, there's just no need for the sort of interior cardboard case to sustain any hits or pressure or damages. But, overall, I still think the cardboard case is flawed. It's not a great choice in terms of packaging. It is easily damaged. But on this release, fuck it, it works. I really hope you all enjoyed this review, and thank you very much to Samantha once again. Just an awesome edition, definitely one of my favorites, and one of the coolest packaging designs for Wally so far. That's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.